heck? Sound alert, what about
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Henry's Kitchen, where today we're going to be making Henry's authentic St. Louis-style toasted raviolis.
Raviolis.
Toasted raviolis find their roots in the Italian neighborhood of Kansas City, Missouri in the late 1800s, where, as legend has it, some idiot named Mama Toscana dropped her pasta into the deep fryer, and someone named Mickey Gragiola, at the time older brother to Joe Gragiola, picked it up and ate it. Joe, or Mickey, liked what she tasted, and a St. Louis tradition was born. Come. I'm going to start by cooking up a shit ton of spinach. Don't worry about cooking too much because it shrinks when you cook it.
Did I reboot OBS?
Okay, so let's just put this aside.
When stream crashed because of charges,
Okay, I've got some store-bought ravioli here. We're going to put it in some boiling water for about 5 minutes. The secret is you'll know when it's done when the raviolis start floating to the top.
That looks yummy. You can't fuck up cooking ravioli. Now we want to just scoop these out with a strainer. I've got a pretty small strainer, so I'm just going to be able to get one at a time, unfortunately. Chat. Donald him for a new strainer. That's 3. Okay, now we're going to make our egg wash. I'm going to break 2 eggs into a pie tin here. Oh my god. Using the egg wash makes it nice and toasty. Got a little bit of shell in there, but no big deal. We can use the bigger shell to take the little ones out. It's a little trick that my grandmother taught me. Oh, this is a mess. Now let's just add some milk. Let's give it a nice beating. What's happening? You know, apparently in parts of Utah, if a girl isn't married by the time she's 19 years old, they make her dance in a hog trough. Okay, so what I've done here is I've created sort of a makeshift assembly line here, if you will. And I'm just going to take my ravioli and I'm going to dip it into the egg wash. And then into some breadcrumbs. And finally into some Italian seasoning. I'm going to place it on a cookie sheet. I had to get a colonoscopy recently, and it was funny because I went to the CVS to get this medication. What is he doing?
The pharmacist told me that what it does is it makes you completely empty your bowels so that you have to sit on the toilet all day. And I made a dumb joke, and I said, why don't I just save money and go to McDonald's?
This makes me want to cook and cook it properly.
Okay, so I've got my brand new Event Toast toaster oven here from Black & Decker. We're going to put this in here for about 20 minutes. Get it nice and toasty. Uh-oh. Okay, so in order to fit it into the toaster oven, we need a smaller tray here. Back to my colonoscopy, I tried to explain to the guy that the joke that I was making was that people always say that McDonald's gives you diarrhea. So I was just kind of doing a play on that whole thing, I guess. Okay, so we'll put this in here for about 20 minutes. Get it nice and toasty. And we'll set it to warm chode.
What?
Okay. Smells pretty good.
What?
Actually still feels cold for some reason. Okay, so there seems to be something wrong with my toaster oven from Black & Decker, so we're just going to put it back on the cookie sheet, and we're going to put it in the regular oven for 20 minutes. By the way, going back to the colonoscopy, I didn't know that they actually literally put a camera in your rectum hole.
What's doing?
She says she wants to Uber home now, 'cause you're just not her type of guy. But
she still wants to be your friend. And if she meets her Mr. Right, then maybe you could help her move her stuff when she moves in with him. But for now, she just wants an Uber home. She says it's not that you're not handsome, you're just not her cup of tea.
Delicious. Well, thanks everybody for joining me here on Henry's Kitchen. And as always, I want to say such a special thank you to all the patrons at Patreon/Henry's Kitchen for continuing to support these videos and make them possible.
Is it tasty?
Thanks, and see you next time.
No,
She's got better things to do than to hang around with
Raviolis.
you. She's got other ways